Hey, this is David for BigBits. In this video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance. Now, if you're not familiar, Bitcoin dominance is the percentage of the entire cryptocurrency market cap, supposedly, that Bitcoin controls. If you're looking at this chart, you can see Bitcoin is the orange line when it comes to dominance, and over time it has held more control of the overall crypto market cap than all of the other coins measured on coin market cap combined. Now, that's pretty impressive. That's one coin that has more money in it than any of the other coins combined. That's quite impressive. But I think there are a few issues, and the video is here to ask: is Bitcoin dominance useless? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's not entirely useless. You can see that it was capable of helping to identify some trends. You can see here that I believe that's XRP. Yes, that's XRP on the blue line here, jumped up and caused the dip in Bitcoin dominance. And here there was a major move, and you can see that this was not just one or two coins, but it was all of them. The white line is all of the other coins not measured in the top 8 or 9 here. So you can see that it is good at identifying trends with the dominance for now, but this may not last. And more importantly, it isn't really a true number as to the actual Bitcoin dominance in the marketplace. Now, the market cap of the coins that they're doing, I'm not saying that the calculations that they're doing on coin market cap are incorrect. I'm actually quite sure that they are, but the problem is that we're comparing it to all the other coins, and there are some faults in that logic. Mainly is that coin market cap doesn't hold all the coins in its service, so there are coins listed on the market cap. There's quite a few. I think there's well over 1,000. Let's see how far it goes here. View them all. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit. We're already 1,000. It might be several thousand. And it's actually so many, it's taking a while to load. Okay. So let's see, they have 2,408 coins or tokens listed. You see there's actually a lot of information missing on these coins, but you kind of get the point. There's a lot of coins on here, but it's not actually including all of the coins. There are coins and tokens and other crypto projects out there that aren't even listed on coin market cap at all and have no market cap accounted for in that chart. So, like I said, the calculations may be right based on their data, but they don't have all the data. So that's one thing going against the Bitcoin dominance. Another is that a lot of these can be manipulated. Let's look at some of these lower cap coins, these super low cap coins. Now you see these just have a couple $100,000, but let's look at this one. It has a circulating supply of 292,000 coins, and it trades at $1. That's actually pretty decent volume for such a small small cap coin. But let's look at something like this one then. Okay, 61 million. It's got $18 in 24-hour volume. That's all, and yet its market cap is 295,000. It seems like it's very well manipulated, in my opinion. The real value of a coin down here may be closer to zero. I'm not saying that these are close to zero, and particularly this one, Max Coin. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if this is a coin that's a value or not. But what I'm saying is there's the opportunity for coins that are listed on maybe just one exchange that coin market cap uses for its data to just have a single trade. Look, there's one down here, $2. That's like a minimum trade amount on many exchanges, $2. I mean, they could have just had one trade for the day, and they have a market cap of $282,000. So you can see where it can be manipulated. And now, even worse than that, can you imagine if this coin was traded on an exchange where the books were happened to be cleared out, or if it was its own exchange coin? They could completely manipulate this to whatever they wanted. The price could end up being, you know, $1 per coin, and they'd have uh, much larger market cap than they are, almost 50 times, something like that. So just keep that in mind, that these can be manipulated by the key holders in price, especially when you get down to these lower cap coins that have very low volume. Okay. Not only that, there are unlimited new coins that could potentially be added. As you can see, we were already over 2,400 coins. And we can add and we can create as many as we want. You can create an ERC20 token in a matter of minutes. Some places it can actually be expedited even quicker than that. If you find a website that has a DApp that lets you make one, you can make it in just a couple seconds if you already had an Ethereum balance in your account. So you can easily make new ones. Now you do have to get them listed on CoinMarketCap. And if you're not looking at the same dominance chart, I don't know if there are other sites that have it. Most of the people who I see talking about dominance are talking about the CoinMarketCap dominance for Bitcoin. And if there is another site with more data, I'd be kind of surprised, because CoinMarketCap's been around for a long time. So there's a chance that other sites have more, but there's always a chance that more are added. As I said, people can make new coins every single day. And it could just, I mean, it could be someone like myself who makes a coin, gets it listed on a token. You know, depending on their jurisdiction, that may be legal. For me, probably not. But there is an unlimited potential for new coins. And if they all get on here, and even if they're all these small market caps like this, that just keeps adding up. Now let's look back at the chart. This white line is the others. This is all of the coins that aren't in the top 8 or 9 here. Let me hide these. You'll notice these just kind of have trended up and up over time. They went down, of course, during a bear market for alts, but as people continue to inject new coins and their own money into the market and manipulate the prices, these are probably just going to continue to go up unless regulations kick in and people actually start following those. Now that's another story, but that also leads into the last point of why Bitcoin dominance may be entirely useless in the future, at least on this chart. Now, I want to say I'm not sure why stablecoins are included, like Tether. They are a type of crypto or a token, but they're a pegged value. And the reason why that concerns me is, let's say somebody wanted to make their own token with a pegged value. Okay, people have already done that. And they're much smaller market caps, much further down here, but they're included in the chart. They're a part of that others section. And unless you're, I think, no, Tether isn't even listed here. So Tether is a part of this section. So if these stable coins are included there, what's to stop a company like Facebook creating Libra and going ahead and backing a ton of their own tokens initially, and they'd have a circulating supply immediately backed by $1 with millions of coins already eating into this market cap versus Bitcoin. Now that's just a small example. Facebook has millions and millions of dollars, probably billions. I don't really keep up with that information, but they have tons of money. And if they were to take Libra and day one Libra gets added on here, it's going to completely mess up that dominance chart. Bitcoin suddenly, if Libra were to get added, you know, let's see, It's 144 billion. What's the difference between it and all the others? It's at 66%. Yeah, it won't take much to eat into it. I mean, it's dropped below 50% dominance before, and it's more than any other coin. And in most cases, it was more than any other coin combined. I think I said it still was. That's clearly not the case. As you can see, the others plus the Ethereum here was more than it at that point in time. But the point is made that these coins will eventually surpass Bitcoin entirely, and particularly on this chart. So when you're looking at Bitcoin, it's going to have to be relative to other coins or some sort of index to be useful in the future. And like I said, it's still useful, and it probably will be useful in the future, but the numbers themselves don't really mean a lot, in my opinion. The percentages don't really mean a lot. I could care less if it says it was at 92% back here and if it was at 33% here. What really matters when you look at something like this is the trend and the changes that are happening here, because like I said, a single company to come through and completely flip the script. Bitcoin has always been the #1 coin in market cap, but let's take the Libra example again. Let's go back and look at Apple. Apple has $210 billion cash on hand now. What's to stop Apple, other than laws and such, to create their own token immediately backed with their own money, and it immediately becoming the #1 coin on coin market cap? Say they took 210 billion. That's 70 billion more, or close to it, 70 billion more than Bitcoin right now if they were to make a coin tomorrow. And now, of course, by the time something like that does happen, I'm sure Bitcoin's market cap, in my opinion, is probably going to increase quite significantly by then. But that's just an idea of the impacts that you can think of with this chart. So don't get too hung up on the actual percentages and the actual numbers here. If you're looking at the dominance based on market cap, just look at the trends. You can see that trend was clearly an alt season. This trend, another one. And they were continuing to do good. And then it started to trend away from that. That's what this chart's useful for. Seeing the actual dominance, I don't think it's that great. It's probably the closest thing you have, though. No doubt. And then also talking about the individual company. Now imagine this. The United States will eventually tokenize the dollar. Now this is just an article, but there is some speculation that this could happen. And could you imagine how many trillions of dollars in market cap that would be? It's a pretty big deal, and it's going to completely shift the way something like this would look. You would have to look at, decentralized coins. You would probably want like a decentralized market cap chart that focuses on something like that if you want to follow the trends. Because if something like the United States government were to tokenize their dollar and it was to become on a chart like this, Bitcoin even would look minuscule, and you probably couldn't even see any changes. But that's it for the video. If you like the video, please like. If you like these sort of videos, please subscribe. I do a lot of videos on trading and development related things. I post a lot of scripts on TradingView. I do a tutorial series on TradingView scripts, and we've gotten quite far into that already. And check out my profile on there, and you can check out the ideas and everything else that goes on. Check out the social media and the links below in the description. And thank you, and have a great day.